Again, if you think about it as continuous business, then fundamentally you're architecting and designing that way. You're designing with these things in mind. And so you start to change how you even document them in your architecture, right? If I was to look at an exploded architectural diagram of my application stack in my microservices environment, today, it's likely a huge mess. But if I start thinking about it through the lens of, here's the blocks that form our continuous business, right, and minimum company viability, all of a sudden you start to add this layer of clarity to the entire mess, right? And now you're thinking about it from the perspective of, so if something goes wrong, these are the things we've determined are well protected. They're likely the most critical, but they're also likely now the most well understood. They're likely now the most well documented, right? And they're likely now the most stable because this is where I'm spending my time and this is where I'm concentrating. Traditionally, it's again, data restoration. And when you look at almost everyone in the market, that's really what they're focused on. Sure, they do snapshotting and they give you the ability to go back to a place in time, and some of them are getting really good at kind of their anti-ransomware, but it's all within the context of doing the same thing I did yesterday and doing the same thing I did 5 years ago, just with the added feature of ransomware. Fundamentally, that doesn't help me. I'm still responsible for the application state and my identity and access management. My Active Directory is likely still compromised to some percentage, and ultimately is the thing I can't trust. If you don't view the problem holistically and you don't see my goal is to get my business back up and running, and that means every facet of that technology stack has to be managed and inspected. And what Commvault has done that is fundamentally different is they've looked at it from that perspective from the beginning and said, this is what my customer wants. My customer needs the ability to restore operations, not data.